Avoid this city in Colombia.
If you're planning a trip to Colombia and wondering where you should go, well, we want to warn you about Cali, Colombia. First, we have to admit that Cali is our favorite city in Colombia, but it might not be for everybody. So here's some reasons it might not be for you.
Number one,
You should avoid Cali, Colombia if you don't like salsa music or dancing.
salsa here is everywhere. Taxis, supermarkets, gyms.
The doctor's office.
Everywhere you go, salsa music exists because people live and breathe salsa here. And that is to say, there's so many places to go out dancing and so many places to listen to music live that if you don't like listening to salsa music, then you have a big problem if you come to Cali.
You might have a problem making friends. You might have trouble looking for a nightlife scene that it does not have to do with salsa. So if you don't like salsa, don't come. Number two, you might want to avoid Cali if you prefer bland food. The food here is pretty darn good. The flavors are influenced by Afro and indigenous and Colombian flavors, especially seafood. There's amazing seafood here because we're 3 hours away from the port.
But if you're looking for something else, believe it or not, Cali has amazing pizza. And it's one of the main reasons why I love Cali as well, because pizza in Cali, like in Colombia, I would have never thought it would have been so good. But trust me, y'all, there's so many good pizza places here. And one of the best pizza places that we visit is called La Bella Pizza. And the closest thing that I've had to this pizza has to be in Rome, Italy. Yup.
Yes, so good. So they have quite the diverse gastronomic scene.
Ranging from pizza to vegetarian food, vegan food, Middle Eastern food, Mediterranean food.
All super flavorful. So if you're looking for bland food, look somewhere else.
Number three, stay away from Cali if you do not like tropical warm weather. And believe it or not, this is probably the mildest tropical that it can get. It gets humid, it gets hot throughout the day, and at night you get a beautiful breeze. There's no ocean, but a lot of people complain when they arrive to Cali that it's really, really hot.
If you're not used to it or if you don't like warmer climates, for us, this is perfect. It doesn't usually go beyond 80, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, and at night it comes down to a nice cool 69, 68 degrees. Very pleasant.
The closest thing that I can compare it to Mexico would be Querétaro, but there are two different types of weather. One side is a drier weather, which is Querétaro, and over here in Cali, it's a lot more humid. I personally love humidity. It's gonna sound crazy, but I like to sweat. Like, I like to sweat because I feel a little bit more comfortable in my sweat. While in Querétaro, it's super dry, and you wake up with your eyes super dry. You wake up just like thirsty, and it's a very different kind of
climate. So while the temperatures are similar in those two places, one has a dry climate and one has a humid and tropical climate. And number four, if you're a beach person, Cali's not your place. Cali is in the valley, it's among the mountains, beautiful mountain scenery, there's beautiful wildlife, and if that's not your scene, also not for you.
With wildlife and all the beautiful scenery and the tropical weather, you get a lot of mosquitoes. It's one of the things about Cali that it also has kind of a little downside to it, but you could be at home and you're nice and cool in your home and the mosquitoes will just come out because it's just so green here.
We got a lot of mosquitoes in our place.
And it tends to rain every day for at least 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
Or at least lately it has. I don't think it's like that all year round.
I don't know, but if it's always this green, I think it might rain like this quite often. But the greenery is what makes Cali so beautiful, so colorful, and we get all these delicious fruits around here.
And the wildlife is incredible. Cali is known and famous for its bird watching. People come from all over to see all kinds of amazing and rare birds. And if you're not going out into the mountains looking for the birds, you can also check out the zoo. The zoo in Cali is super well known and famous for not only the variety of animals they have, but it's such an absolutely gorgeous zoo. We've loved visiting it. We've been there 3 times. So if you don't care for mountains or cool wildlife, go somewhere else.
Number 5, if you prefer colonial architecture, Cali is not for you. Coming from Mexico, we've seen so much colonial beauty from Querétaro, San Miguel de Allende, a lot of the little pueblos mágicos in Mexico, but Cali
honestly doesn't have very interesting architecture. It has a few really nice buildings, and there is one neighborhood that does have a colonial style architecture, but it's pretty small. It's called San Antonio. It's very popular with tourists, really nice neighborhood. But aside from that, there's not a whole lot of beautiful architecture here.
But if you are looking for beautiful architecture, just 3 hours north of Cali, you have the Eje Cafetero, also known as the Coffee Axis, which has some beautiful towns and beautiful cities.
Very colorful, very typical Paisa Colombian region. Check them out, they're gorgeous. We actually have a video when we went and we feature a lot of this. So if you are looking for a beautiful town, that's the region you might want to go to. And lastly, if you're concerned about safety, you might not want to visit one of the cities that's consistently in the top most dangerous or most crime-ridden in Colombia. At some point, that used to be Medellin, but now it's the top tourist destination. And at some point it was Cali. In the last few years, Cali is consistently one of the top 3 most crime-ridden cities. So yes, there is crime, but does that mean people shouldn't come here? Absolutely not. But if you're one of those people that's just very nervous about crime, you might want to think twice about it. However, we do talk about safety and safety tips in a previous video. If you are thinking about visiting Cali and want to know what it's really like, we're not going to get into it right now. We highly recommend you check out the video that we're linking right up here. We give all the examples and how to stay safe in Cali, because as long as you know how not to give papaya, you'll be perfectly fine. So if you're looking for a not so mainstream destination with lots of culture and great things to do, definitely check out Cali and check out our other videos as well so you can learn more about all the things that there are to do here. Thanks for watching. Se cuidan, se bañan y nos vemos en la próxima. Chao.